Real Madrid are the greatest team of all time, but they failed to win a major trophy last season. So today, I will be rebuilding Real Madrid using new transfers like Dean Huijsen and Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I'm going to try and win them their first ever treble and make them one of the greatest teams of all time. And so far this season, Real Madrid have made 3 signings. 75 rated Franco Mastuano, 78 rated Dean Huijsen, and of course, 86 overall, Trent Alexander-Arnold. But even with those 3 signings, I don't think this team is good enough to win the treble, let alone the Champions League, especially with the new formation. And even with 133 million left to spend, it's only enough to sign one more superstar when we need at least 3, so I think I'm gonna have to sell some players. But before I can go ahead and sell players and sign more superstars, it's time to make my debut away from home against Osasuna with this brand new formation, as Vinicius Jr. is playing at cam. And now it's Jude Bellingham on the ball, gives it all the way to Vinicius, who's playing in a brand new position. It's still Vinicius Jr. looking for a through ball. He does find Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe cuts inside. Mbappe with a finish. Who else to score the first goal on my debut? And now it's Eder Militao back from injury, gives it to Vinicius Jr. Can he go ahead and shine in his brand new position at cam? It's still Vinicius Jr. 1v1 against the goalkeeper with a finish, and it goes in. 2-0 on my debut. Things are going well so far. And now it's Trent Alexander-Arnold, gives it into Jude Bellingham. And here comes Jude Bellingham looking to create an opportunity. Brilliant through ball into Trent, whose number is messed up for some reason. It's still Trent. Gives it to Mbappe with a finish, and it goes in. Trent gets his first assist. And we have won 3-0 against Osasuna. And the referee blows the whistle. I get my first victory, as our goal for this season is to win the domestic double over FC Barcelona, which of course is the La Liga title and the Copa del Rey. And here is every single player we will be selling from Real Madrid, as they're either way too old or do not fit the Real Madrid system. And of course, the big one being Rodrigo, as he wants to leave in real life. And I'm sorry, he has no place in this team. And we were pretty successful when it came to selling players, selling majority of the players that I wanted to get rid of, as we made a bunch of money. As we do have 466 million to spend on players. However, we only have 5 hours to make those transfers. That means we cannot screw up a single offer. And the first player I'm bringing in, it is a huge signing for 87 million plus Antonio Rudiger. We are bringing in a top 3 center back in the world in William Saliba. He's definitely going to help us win the treble one day. And for our second signing for 38 million, we have signed Alvaro Carreras, who's a left back who can play left mid. Surely he's going to make that left hand side his own. And up next for 16 million plus for Mendy, we are bringing back Nico Paz to Real Madrid at a 76 overall. We were missing a midfielder, so surely Nico Paz is the right man for the job. And our final signing is a big one for 27 million plus Fran Garcia. I am bringing in Alejandro Garnacho to also play on that left-hand side, so I can have a defensive option and an attacking option off the bench. And maybe in 1 year or 2 years time, he will be an automatic starter and could help us win that treble. And this is the brand new look inside. We signed a bunch of young players that in a couple years time will help us win the treble. But the question is, can we win the domestic double over Barcelona? But it's time to find out how good this new team really is, as we're playing in our first ever El Clasico. And immediately here come FC Barcelona. Remember, Real Madrid did not beat Barcelona a single time last season, as Memphis Depay is on the ball. Camavinga wins the ball back. And can we go on this counter? It's Bellingham on the ball, through ball into Kylian Mbappe, and he threw on goal. 1v1. Oh, he's offside. I actually thought he wasn't. But here comes FC Barcelona. It's Memphis Depay on the ball, gives it into Alejandro Balde, back into Memphis. He beats Saliba, and now it's Daniel Olmo looking for a shot, but Dean Huijsen makes a brilliant tackle. And now here comes Vinicius Jr. on the counter attack. Can he beat this Barcelona defense here? It's him versus Alejandro Balde. He breezes past De Jong. Is Alejandro Balde gonna catch up over there on that right hand side? It's the Vinicius Jr. 1v1 with a finish, and it's saved. Vinny, you have to score that, but it's a penalty. I have no idea what happened, but we have a penalty. And stepping up to take it is the second best player in the world, Kylian Mbappe. Can he slot this in? Mbappe puts it to the top right hand corner, and he slots it in. Let's go. Real Madrid take a 1-0 lead. And here come FC Barcelona. Christensen gives it to Frenkie de Jong, who finds Ronaldo Araujo, who gives it to Memphis. Dean Huijsen with a great block, and now it's Daniel Olmo with the follow-up. Courtois with another save. And now it's Camavinga on the ball, gives it into Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe through ball into Vinicius, back into Jude Bellingham, into Mbappe, into Vinicius Jr. He's through on goal once again. Vinny, this time you have to score, and of course it's offside again. Barca and their offside trap, man. But here come FC Barcelona. It's Lamine Yamal on the ball, gives it into Memphis Depay. Can we stop him? It's a brilliant tackle from Huijsen. That is not a penalty. That is a horrendous call. Huijsen wins it cleanly, man. And now Memphis Depay to take this penalty as he goes to the right-hand side. And I stay down the middle, but he scores it anyways. But here comes Lamine Yamal through on goal. 1v1 against Courtois. It goes wide. Barca almost take the lead. And here comes the Mall in the 80th minute looking for a winner. We better not lose. Garnacho wins the ball back, gives it into Arda Güler. Arda Güler waits for his run, and now it's Alejandro Garnacho. He's through here. Garnacho sends a through ball into Endrick, who came out for Mbappe. Can Endrick score a winner? Cuts inside, goes for the near post finish, and Endrick, the Brazilian striker. I was gonna sign a backup, but I trust Endrick. 2-1. We might have won the game. And now it's Franco, gives it to Fede Valverde. Can we get another goal to secure this victory? Endrick with a through ball into Franco. Mastuano. Franco cuts back inside. It gives it into Endrick. Endrick into Arda. Arda Güler takes a touch, beats Araujo with a shot, and it goes in. 3-1. For the first time in a full season, Real Madrid have beaten Barcelona. And the referee blows the whistle. We get an important 3 points as the youngsters gift us the victory. However, I did forget to mention, other than winning the treble one day, I also want to have 2 different Ballon d'Or winners here at Madrid. But now up next, we are facing Atletico Madrid towards the end of the season. As us, Atletico, and Villarreal are fighting for the league title. If we can beat Atletico here, we can knock them out of the league title race. And here come Atletico Madrid with the first attack of the game. It falls into Alexander Sorlas with a shot from outside the box. Courtois makes a brilliant save. And now it's Trent Alexander-Arnold gives it into Jude Bellingham. Bellingham into Kylian Mbappe, who does fine. Vinicius Jr. Vinicius with a through ball into Mbappe. He's through on goal against All Black, and it goes in. Let's go. That's the Mbappe we know and love. He really did struggle against Barca earlier in the season. And now it's Fede Valverde on the ball, gives it to Jude Bellingham, and here comes Real Madrid once again. Can we go through again? And now it's Jude Bellingham back into Mbappe. Mbappe gives it all the way to Vinny, who's really struggled this season as a cam. Vinicius sends a through ball into Alvaro Carreras. Alvaro Carreras, a shot from there. It's saved by All Black. But here comes Atletico de Madrid. It's Julian Alvarez gives a shot into Alexander Sorloth. Courtois with a brilliant save. Oh my days, he's insane. And now it's Vinicius Jr. on the counter attack after Courtois' brilliant save into Jude Bellingham, into Vinicius, first time finish. It's a beautiful goal. I said he was struggling, and just like that, he shuts me up. And it's Trent Alexander-Arnold on the ball, gives it to Arda Güler in the second half, through ball into Endrick. Here comes Endrick to make it 3-0. We've already won this game. Endrick with a finesse, and it goes in. He comes on again as a sub, and he scores another goal. Let's go, Endrick. And here comes Endrick on the ball once again, gives it into Nico Paz with a finish, and All Black makes a brilliant save. And here comes Nico Paz on the ball. We're lucky to embarrass Atletico today. It's a through ball into Endrick to make it 4-0 with a finish, and it goes in. Nico Paz is also impressing, but this game is over. Atletico are out of the title race. However, we must take a detour as we're in the Copa Rey final against our rivals, Rayo Vallecano. But it's now time for the Copa del Rey final. However, I have made the decision to start the youngsters. They have deserved it. They have won us games. I hope that doesn't cost us the first trophy we need for this season. And now it's Raul Sancho on the ball as the Copa del Rey final kicks off. It's Dani Carvajal, who's now part of the second team, sends a through ball into Franco Mastuano, who beats his man, and it's still Franco Mastuano. Can we take a 1-0 lead here? It's still Franco. Can he shoot from there? And no, he's blocked. I had no passing lane there. But here comes Endrick, gives it into Nico Paz. Nico Paz back into Endrick. He's through on goal. Can we go 1-0 up in this Copa del Rey final? Endrick, and yes, he does. This man has been a crazy man in form. 1-0 against Rayo. But here comes Rayo Vallecano. It's Raul de Tomas, who used to play for Madrid, makes it 1-1. Andrew Luna cannot make a save there. And now here comes Alejandro Garnacho. We're lucky to take a second goal lead here. Garnacho sends a through ball into Nico Paz. And now it's Nico Paz scores it into Endrick again. Endrick once again. This man is unstoppable. Who knows, he might even rival Mbappe when we're trying to win the treble in 1 or 2 seasons' time. But here comes Raul de Tomas for Rayo Vallecano with the Frutos with a shot and saved by Lunin. Oh my days, it almost went in. But now here comes Trejo on the ball. Here comes Rayo Vallecano, not ready to give up. It falls into the Frutos, and they equalize. What did it say the 106 minutes? What is going on with this game? And now it's Franco Mastuano on the ball, looking for a through ball here. He does find Nico Paz. It's a beautiful ball. Can we score a winner potentially? Gives it into Endrick. Endrick takes a touch, has a shot. It's blocked. Come on, Endrick, you gotta finish that. But here comes Trejo on the ball with a shot. It's a brilliant save from Andrew Lunin. And now Chouameni gives it into Güler. We cannot draw to Rayo Vallecano and go to extra time. That'd be embarrassing. Nico Paz looks for a through ball. He does find Endrick. Is Endrick gonna create something here? It's still Endrick on the ball. Who's gonna help him? Endrick gives it into Nico. Nico gives it into Mastuano with a shot, and it goes in. Franco Mastuano, the Argentinian, has won us the Copa del Rey. And yes, Dean Huijsen lifts the Copa del Rey. We win the first trophy. Now we need to secure La Liga. And we are now on the final day of the season. And for some reason, Villarreal are competing for the league title with us. Who do they even have? And this just shows you everything. Gerard Moreno has 33 and Alex Baena has 27. We might miss out on the league title because of these men. But of course, on the final day, we are facing second place Villarreal. All we have to do is draw or win, and we will be league champions. But with the amount of goals 2 players have scored for their team, we might be screwed. And here come Villarreal. It's Danny Parejo, gives it to Nicolas Pepe with a shot. It's a great block. It's a follow-up from Ayozi. It goes wide. What is this fog, man? And now it's Fede Valverde on the ball, gives it into Eduardo Camavinga, who finds Vinicius Jr. We need a goal, and we need it now. We cannot be drawing to Villarreal. I don't care how good they're doing. It's a through ball to Mbappe, finish, and he's not offside for the very first time. Mbappe makes it 1-0. And now it's Villarreal. Alex Baena with a shot that's saved by Courtois. And now it's Fede Valverde, gives it to Eduardo Camavinga, into Vinicius Jr. Here comes Vinny, and Caravini gives it to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe's through a goal once again to finish, and now it's a block. We're struggling against Villarreal. And now it's Vinicius to take this corner, crosses it in. Can he find somebody? Federico with a header, and it falls into Eduardo Camavinga, and it's a beautiful finish into the top corner. If the score stays like this, we will be La Liga champions. And here comes Nicolas Pepe on the ball, looking for a shot, and Courtois makes a brilliant save. Villarreal are not giving up. But here comes Villarreal. Like I said, they're not ready to give up just yet. Ayozi. Courtois is the best keeper in the world. But here comes Gerard Moreno with a shot. It's a great block from Dean Huijsen. And now it's a cross in from Villarreal to Ayozi. Perez Courtois again, keeping us in the lead. But despite the onslaught from Villarreal in the second half, the ref blows the whistle, and we're gonna be La Liga champions. And Federico Valverde lifts the La Liga trophy. We have completed our challenge. Up next is the Champions League. And as we win the La Liga title, Alvarez is the player of the season and the team of the season. We only got Vinny, Militao, Huijsen, and Courtois. It seems like maybe Bellingham and Mbappe struggled in this new formation. And this is what the squad is looking like at the end of the season. Our front three, of course, all B90 overall. Got Trent at an 88, and we got Alvaro Carreras at an 81. However, I might drop him as Garnacho is now at an 82, and we use that left side to attack more. Our midfield is looking pretty decent, and Dean Huijsen went up all the way to an 83, and even our young players on the bench are growing massively. And here are the stats for the season. 38 goals and 3 assists for Mbappe is still good, but not up to his standards. 26 and 9 for Vinny, 21 and 1 for Endrick, had a superb season. 14 and 18 for Bellingham, 13 and 21 for Trent Alexander-Arnold, 10 and 10 for Camavinga, 9 and 17 for Fede, and only 5 goals for Garnacho. He needs to improve that. And surprisingly, Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or. Low-key, a robbery, but we'll take it. If you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 300k as soon as possible. And we are now in the brand new season and have 400 million to spend, as the goal for this season is to win the Champions League. I know what signings I'm going to make. However, I forgot to mention that our first signing is joining on the free. And yes, it is Ibrahima Konate. We whispered in his ear and he ran his contract down, as Konate, now at an 88 overall, will be one of our starting center backs. And my second signing, for 110 million, I have signed the best midfielder in the world, Rodri from Man City. At a 91 overall, the Ballon d'Or winner joins the Galacticos. And for our third and final signing, we are signing an 82 overall Miles Lewis-Skelly, who will play as a right mid for backup for Trent. We spent 120 million because he has bags of potential, and maybe one day he will start over Trent. And this is what the brand new side is looking like. I can't lie, this team is stacked. Not only that, but also the bench is so stacked that Tchouameni is down to the reserves. Don't be surprised if we win the treble this season and complete the challenge. And we are now in March of the season, and we're running away with the league title, so the treble might still be on. But let's check how we're doing in the Copa del Rey. And in the first leg of the semis, we won 5-0. Boys, we can actually win the treble this season. And in the Champions League, we finished in first place with 0 losses, as in the round of 16, we'll be facing Leverkusen. That is always a tough time. But it's time for the first leg. We simulate the first leg and we play the second. Let's see how it goes. 3-0. Boys, I think we're screwed. Real Madrid are allergic to remontadas. Are we going to be able to do it though? But it's now time for the second leg. Real Madrid have not had a remontada in a while. Let's make sure we do it today. And now it's Vinicius gives it to Kylian Mbappe by Leverkusen. I've given away the ball and it goes in. What a lucky moment. As we get one goal back, 2 more left to go to at least equalize. And now Federico Valverde does find Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe sends a through ball into Jude Bellingham with the cross in, into Rodri with the header. Rodri, get there. No, come on. But it falls into Fede with a banger, and it goes in. 14 minutes in, it's already 3-2. What a banger from Fede. But here comes Bayer Leverkusen. It's Victor Boniface with a shot. Great block by Konate. And now it's Jude Bellingham. Gives it to Alejandro Garnacho, who does find Vinicius Jr. And here comes Vinicius. Through ball. It's a Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe, can you get a goal? Low-driven shot. And it goes in. It's 3-3. We've equalized the tie already. Leverkusen are bottling it. And now it's William Saliba. Gives it to Franco Mastuono with a through ball into Endrick. We have brought in the youngsters because I believed in them. Endrick cuts inside. Endrick with a finish. No, I passed it by accident. And now it's Arda Güler looking for a cross in. Then I just bottled the game with a header. Mastuono. Petty makes a save. But now it's Arda Güler on the ball. We're still looking for a winner. It's a through ball all the way into Mastuono, into Endrick with a through ball to Saliba. It's perfect. William Saliba, and it goes in. I've entrusted the youngsters, and Endrick has delivered. Saliba scores the winner. But in the quarterfinals, we do have Liverpool. We've had some historic bouts against Liverpool. Let's see how the first leg goes, and it's a 5-5 draw. How does that happen, man? But it's now time for the second leg. 5-5 in aggregate so far. This is gonna be a difficult game. And now it's Rodri on the ball, gives it to Jude Bellingham. Can we go ahead and get the first goal of the game? Fede Valverde finds Vinicius Jr. And now it's Vinicius Jr. on the ball. Gives it into Fede Valverde. Into Mbappe. Oh my god, this defense is pressuring nice. And it's still killing Mbappe with a finish. And it almost goes in, man. And now it's Trent versus his old teammates. Gives it to Jude Bellingham. And now Bellingham back to his boyfriend. And now it's Trent Alexander-Arnold with the cross in. Finds Mbappe. Alisson gets it easily, though. Fede Valverde wins the ball back, though. Gives it into Mbappe. Lays it off into Vinicius Jr. with a finish. And no, Alisson. Vinny, how did you miss that, man? But here comes Victor Gyökeres on the ball. Gives it to Luis Diaz with a finish. Great tackle from Konate. And it's going to be a free kick. Please don't be a red card. I think that was pretty clean. And it's going to be a yellow. Konate is fine. Alexis McAllister to take the free kick, however. Is he going to put this away? Victor Gyökeres also steps up. McAllister with the shot. It's a great block from the wall. McAllister with the follow-up. It hits the post. Oh, my days. And now it's Dean Huijsen gives it into Rodri, who does find Alejandro Garnacho, who finds Delicious Jr. And now it's Vinicius gives it back into Garnacho. And here comes Alejandro. Can he go ahead and get the first goal of the game? It's still Alejandro. Alejandro squares it into Mbappe with a finish. Mbappe, what are you doing, man? And now it's Luis Diaz on the ball. Gives it into Victor Gyökeres in the second half, looking to make it 6-5. And they do. We've been struggling all game to score, and they scored from the first opportunity. But Trent wins the ball back, and now it's Fede Valverde gives it into Jude. Jude with a through ball into Mbappe. It's kind of a terrible ball from Jude there, I can't lie. But can Mbappe recover? And now it's Kylian Mbappe, and the ball gives it back into Jude with a finish. It's blocked with the follow-up, and it goes in. A little bit of luck, but we have equalized the tie. But here come Liverpool. It's Marquinhos driving down the midfield. Great tackle from Lewis Kelly. We brought in the youngsters once again. They always deliver. Arda Güler with a brilliant through ball into Sir Bobby Charlton. Can he make it 7-6, Sir Bobby? And yes, he does. What is it with my youngsters that continue to shine? We take the lead for the first time. But here comes Jeremy Frimpong on the ball. They're looking to equalize, make it 7-7. Konate misses the tackle. Luis Diaz into Gyökeres. Saliba misses the tackle. It falls into Gyökeres again. 7-7. This is not good. If we go to penalties, I took off all the senior players. But here come Liverpool once again. It falls into Victor Gyökeres to make it 8-7. Courtois keeping us in this game right now. 4 minutes left to go. It's Rodri on the ball. Rodri gives it to Fede. Fede does find Arda Güler. Miles Lewis Kelly is making that beautiful run. Güler with a brilliant pass here. One last chance before the 90 minutes are up. It's still Martin Lewis Kelly. Scores it into Endrick with a finish, and it goes in. Who else? Who else but Sir Bobby Charlton makes it 8-7. We're going to the semifinals. And the whistle has been blown. Who is our next victim? But before we find out who we're facing in the semifinals, we have the Copa del Rey final against FC Barcelona. And I cannot lie to you, I haven't trusted the youth team again, as I want to rest the players for the semis. The question is, did I make a mistake today? And boys, I made a mistake. It was a boring game, so that means the youth team will now participate in penalties against a full senior Barca side. Can I trust in the youth? They've proven me wrong time and time again, but can they do it one more time? And the first penalty taker for Barcelona is going to be Rafinha as he goes to the right, and it goes in. Lunin almost made the save. Arda Güler, let's set the tone here. Let's make sure we go 1-1, and it goes to the left, but it's saved. That's not good. Memphis Depay is up next, goes to the middle, and it's 2-0 for Barca. This is not good. Endrick to take the next penalty as he goes to the bottom right, and it goes in 2-1. Let's start a comeback here. Let's hope that somebody misses here. Dani Olmo goes to the right, and Andrew Lunin makes a save. That's brilliant. And now it's Franco Mastuono makes it 2-2. Okay, boys, this is great. We're back at level. Josko Gavardia. Where is he gonna go? As he goes down the middle, he hits the crossbar, and it's in. I thought that was out. Eder Militao, the most senior player in his team, goes to the bottom right, but it's saved. And now, if Pedri scores this, we're out of the Copa del Rey. To the right, but Lunin is the hero. And now Lewis Kelly has to score this. If not, we are knocked out. We cannot win the treble this season. Top left. Oh, we're good. We're going to sudden death. And now it's Frankie, the captain De Jong, goes to the left. Lionel makes a save, and now Alejandro Garnacho. Come on, secure this victory for us. Alejandro goes to the bottom right, and yes, we have done it. We are winning the Copa del Rey. And in back-to-back years, Dean Huijsen lifts the Copa del Rey. 2 trophies left to go in La Liga and the Champions League. And in the semi-finals, we do have Chelsea. Let's see how this first leg goes. Can we get a victory for the first time? And yes, 5-0. Oh, Chelsea are knocked out. We're going to the final. But it's now time for the second leg. Surely we should get the victory. We should be going to the final. And yes, 3-0. Let's see who we're facing in the final. But it cannot get any better, as in the UCL final, we will be facing FC Barcelona. Now, this is going to be a game for the ages. But before we face Barcelona, we have won the Liga title, which means the treble is on for this season. And as this could be the last game of the video, here are the stats for the season. 62-2 for Mbappe, 26-15 for Jude Bellingham, 18-7 for Vinicius Jr., 16-14 for Fede Valverde, 14-8 for Rodri, 11-34 for Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Endrick with 11 goals. And this could very be the last squad of this video. We've built an insane team. So many players over 90. The entire defense and goalkeepers over 90. And just look at some of the bench players who have done a lot for us. The youngsters have really come in and could really help us tonight as well to win that Champions League. But it's now time for the biggest game. Is Mbappe gonna win his first Champions League, or is Barcelona gonna win the first UCL since 2015? And we secure Real Madrid's first ever treble as well. And now as Jude Bellingham gives it to Fede Valverde, who does find Rodri. Rodri into Vinicius Jr., who's done quite well in his new camp position. And now it's Alejandro Garnacho with the cross in, trying to find Mbappe, and it's gonna be a penalty. A bit controversial, but we're taking it. And you know what? Instead of Mbappe, I'm letting the captain take this, Fede Valverde, to go ahead and take the lead for us. Top right, and it goes in. The captain scores his penalty. We take a 1-0 lead. But here comes FC Barcelona. Pedri with a brilliant through ball into Nico Williams. Nico Williams cuts inside, and it's a brilliant tackle for Fede, the captain. And now, can we go on his counter-attack? It's Jude Bellingham on the ball. Says a through ball into Mbappe, who's through on goal, but he's offside. Why is this guy always offside? But here come Barcelona. It's Nico Williams on the ball. Gives it to Lewandowski with a shot. No, he doesn't shoot. And then he shoots, and Courtois makes a save. And now it's Lamine Yamal with the crossing. Can he find anybody? No, he doesn't. And it's gonna be a penalty. I have no idea what happened, but apparently it's gonna be a penalty. And now it's Robert Lewandowski to take the penalty for FC Barcelona. As he goes to the left-hand side, he misses. He hits the post. What did he do? But here come FC Barcelona. Pedri gives it to Lamine Yamal, who lays it off into Lewandowski. Great tackle from Saliba. Gives it to Alejandro Garnacho. Can we go ahead and get a 2-0 lead? Vinicius back into Garnacho. And here comes Alejandro. He's waiting for a run here. Is Mbappe gonna make a run? No, he doesn't. It's still Alejandro. Nobody's touching up to him. And now he gives it to Vinicius Jr. Here comes Vinicius. Wicked to square to Mbappe, and it goes in 2-0. This game might be over. But Barcelona are looking to go ahead and start a remontada here in the second half. Lewandowski gives it to Dani Olmo, back into Lewa. We're trying to win the tackle back, and no, Courtois gets it easy. But here comes Robert Lewandowski, gives it into Nico Williams. Nico Williams is still on the ball. Gives it into Daniel Olmo, who finds Lamine Yamal with a shot, and it goes in. I thought he was going to the right. Did I make a mistake bringing on the youngsters? Is Barcelona gonna come back? And now it's Arda Güler gives it into Rodri. Rodri gives it into Fede Valverde, who finds Jude Bellingham. And it's Jude Bellingham on the ball. Lays it off into Martin Lewis Skelly. It's Miles Lewis Skelly on the ball. Miles gives it into Jude Bellingham. Can we not lose the ball here? I'm looking for a winner here. Gives it to Endrick. Sir Bobby Charlton with a shot. It's blocked. But it's Rodri. Gives it into Arda Güler. And yes, it's 3-1. The game might be done here, but I think we need at least one more goal. And Valverde lifts the Champions League, which means we have secured Real Madrid's first ever treble. And surprisingly, Vinicius finally wins his Ballon d'Or. You know what? I'm proud of him. And yes, we have rebuilt Real Madrid with brand new transfers and made them treble winners. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to click on the screen to watch me become the world's best player, starting at the worst academy in the world.